A lot of people, they do what they're told.
But is that the best thing for your pet? 6 on Your Side investigates the truth behind pet vaccinations.
Now, ABC6 News at 11 on Your Side.
If you have pets, they're probably a big part of your life.
Our dogs essentially are our children.
And just like kids, vaccinations play an important role in keeping them healthy. 6 on Your Side investigates the truth about how much is too much. Our pets are part of the family, so we want to make sure they get the best possible care. That can lead to lots of visits to the veterinarian and more money spent. According to market research, in 2016, pet vaccinations reached $5.8 billion. It's big business. Recently, concerns have been raised that we might be over-vaccinating our pets to feed that bottom line. Only ABC6 goes beyond the headlines to find out the truth. And we learn there's much more to the story, including the most important piece to your pet's health care. No one likes to get shots, even your pup. But owners know it's part of the necessary health care for your pet. Or is it?
It just seems like something that you're doing a lot of that can put your dogs in harm.
Matt Rysavvy never thought to question the number of vaccines for his dog until Ox, his 5-pound Maltese, had something go terribly wrong with his liver. It was just 2 weeks after Matt says his veterinarian gave Ox his latest round of 5 core vaccinations, just like he had the year before.
It was very shocking and scary, not knowing what's going on.
Ox recovered, but it left Matt wondering what vaccines are really necessary for his dog.
Good boy.
3 of the major veterinary groups recommend vaccinating every 3 years instead of annually. But your vet might be recommending more.
A lot of people, they do what they're told. And I think a lot of people have not stood back and questioned, well, why are we doing this?
With pet vaccinations expected to reach more than $7 billion in another 4 years, more and more owners are wondering if it's too much, too often.
Repetitive vaccination over the years can absolutely trigger autoimmune reactions, which can be harmful, if not fatal, to your pet.
But over-vaccinating is not what Dr. Rebecca Schwarz is worried about.
What I really worry about is actually under-vaccinating.
At her clinic in Polaris, Dr. Schwarz says she sees more and more of her clients treating pets like family, bringing them along for errands and even vacations, exposing them to more potential health threats.
They're more susceptible to getting some of those diseases that may not be necessarily considered a core standard vaccine.
Core vaccines for dogs include parvo, distemper, hepatitis, and rabies. But based on your pet's lifestyle and exposure risk, your vet may recommend additional shots.
Dogs are family.
Luke Westerman brings Frankie and Dino with him everywhere. They're not just his dogs.
Our dogs essentially are our children.
They've traveled to New York, South Carolina, and all over Ohio.
So when we travel, we'll always find an Airbnb that's dog friendly, so our dogs will go all over the country and be exposed to potentially things that they may not otherwise be exposed to here.
Luke works closely with his veterinarian to make sure Frankie and Dino get the necessary vaccines to protect them with their busy lifestyle.
We want to do anything and everything we possibly can to keep our dogs healthy and safe.
Dr. Schwarz knows that's the goal of every pet parent, so she encourages owners to talk with their vet to come up with the best vaccine plan based on the individual pet. But the most important piece to their health plan is an annual wellness check. She says that's the best way to determine what might be needed to protect your pet.
We can work with our clients and work with them to develop the best vaccine protocol for them so that we're not over-vaccinating or we're not under-vaccinating and missing, coverage and protection that those pets need.
So I really learned a lot in researching this report. As a dog owner, it's given me a lot to think about, and I don't think the answer is simple, because based on the evidence, I think it's really important for every pet owner to really have a conversation with their vet about the individual health threats for that dog based on their lifestyle, what they're exposed to. I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all kind of answer here. Yeah. Different dogs, different lifestyles, but it's a really important conversation to have, and as we heard there, every year, get those pets in, so you have that connection with a veterinarian. You can make sure that the right decisions are being made.
Do you feel like you've over-vaccinated or under-vaccinated Peyton?
Well, now that we're in Ohio, I hope to establish a conversation with my new veterinarian, now that we're here, about what he might be exposed to here, because there are different threats than when we lived in the desert once upon a time. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. It's an important one.
All right. Great story, Stacia. Thank you.